Alright everyone, and welcome back to a brand new episode of Pokemon White. And today we've got a pretty busy episode because we're going to be heading into the Dragon Spiral Tower. And seeing what's going on with a certain Team Plasma. In the last episode, if you remember, we beat the gym. And that's about it, really. We were told that we need to go to the Dragon Spiral Tower, and let's see. Hey, Joey! I always forget what I have for his voice, but I think it was something like this. Oh, Joey, and you must meet Bianca. I'm the other Professor Juniper. The Professor Juniper gave you the Pokedex to my daughter. Nice to meet you, Professor. Thanks to Professor Juniper, I got on to a journey to start figuring out possibilities for my life. I'm very, very grateful for her. Is that right? Grand. Actually, we should chat later. Joey, Bianca, here's the situation. Some members of Team Plasma, quite a large group, broke through the tower wall and went inside. Bryson and that young man, I believe his name is Charon. The two of them went after Team Plasma. But... Professor, what's the Dragon Spiral Tower? I guess you would be curious. Well, I'll explain briefly. Dragon Spiral Tower has stood tall since long before Unova was founded. On the top floor, the legendary Dragon-type Pokemon awaits for a person seeking the truth to appear. That's what is said. Are you gonna go after Team Plasma like your friend did? It's admirable you joined the fight against Team Plasma, but it's risky too. Don't worry. Joey and Charon are both really strong, and they've beaten Team Plasma before. But I'm not all that strong, actually, I admit it. I'm not very strong, so I was thinking it would be nice maybe if I could stay here and be your bodyguard. Well, thank you. That makes me feel much safer. Well, Joey, it's up to you. Climb the tower. It's all I can give you, but it might help you rest. We get a little old Gateau. Still, what could Team Plasma be after? Probably the legendary Dragon-type Pokemon, as you just mentioned, that was a possibility. And, yeah, I guess we are gonna be heading into this place. I wish I knew what it actually looked like, because that would be really cool. Because you just see this little outline thing from the outside, but that's about it. You don't actually see what the tower looks like. Ooh, what's going on here? You and our characters looking around. Is something going wild at the top of the tower? Perhaps that is the thing. Joey! You can walk on the fallen columns too. I'm going after Team Plasma. That is true, you can walk on the fallen columns, or you could use strength. Either works. We're gonna go over the fallen columns though, because I think it's just more fun. And we have a bunch of super repels, so I'm not terribly bothered. And we actually get some fairly decent items in here as well. Anyway, let's head on up here. Oh, this is... I'm trying to remember. Yeah, it is that one. But I want to get the item, so we're going for items as well. Because there's good items here. I mean, this is... You know, when you get to the end of Pokemon games, you're not going to pick up random potions and things like that, so pretty much every item is going to be useful. And if it is just a random potion, it's still going to be like a full restore or a full heal or something along that line. So it's all pretty helpful stuff. And what's going on here? Joey, we'll hold them here. You go on ahead. This is nothing, but there's sure a lot of them. What a complete bother. Well, it's time for us to do some battling. And we got another one. Oh, well, and here's something quite interesting. Basalt is evolving. That's fairly decent timing, I think, for the episode. Nice evolution to happen right in the middle of, well, what is frankly a big giant thing of chaos. And there we go. Congratulations, your Basalt has evolved into Gigalith, which I think is an incredibly cool Pokemon, and one that I think a lot more people would use if they didn't hide it behind what they actually have hidden it behind. The trait evolution. Trait evolutions really make it worse for deciding what Pokemon you want. It's really annoying. Alright, more battle time. Well, that wasn't very fun. That was a bit of a tricky battle there. But actually, while I'm healing up my team here, it'll give me a second to talk about something that happened on my channel that was quite controversial. A comment that I made that might have just gone a little too far. So, you know, I'm looking at the comments or there's a comment on the video, the last episode, and this is about my comment that I'd made about Darmanitan, and I was thinking, uh-oh, I really have caused a little bit of an issue here. And basically, what I explained with that comment in particular, well, that's after the battle, but the basic point I'd made was that there's certain Pokemon like Darmanitan that don't really, the generation doesn't really treat them very well because of where they're placed and in relation to the types of Pokemon that you would generally face in the game. So Darmanitan in particular, Darmaka and Darmanitan, is placed perfectly for the 3rd gym. But then there aren't a lot of Pokemon where Fire type is the most, you know, effective Pokemon to use. There's not a lot of Grass and Ice types in the game, Bug types. You've already gone through the forest, and you probably have a grass, or not a grass type, you probably have a flying type. So there's a couple of reasons why you might not end up getting, so I have no idea how I missed that one Pokeball. I now need to go all the way back to get it. But yeah, it was more of like, there's a couple Pokemon like this as well, like, when it comes to, like, Ice types, Vanilla, the Vanillux and Vanillish line is just, I love it. It's one of my favorites, but it is, frankly, not very useful. And having a Psychic-type Pokemon, there's some really good Psychic-type Pokemon. Gothitelle and Reuniclus are really good Pokemon that are almost useless with the amount of Dark types in this generation. Burn, baby, burn. Sounds like something is on a rampage at the top of the tower. Oh dear. But yeah, that was the point I was trying to make, is Darmaka and Darmanitan just end up in this area where they're not helped by a lack of Pokemon that you can really use against them, and so you end up getting other Pokemon in your team. I mean, if you look at the team that we've got here, I mean, obviously if we didn't have Victini, I'd probably use a Darmanitan, but I could have also just kept Mittens in the team. So, you know, that was kind of more the point I was making, so I'll try and clarify myself on a point that I got wrong on. It's finally time! Our Lord N will become the hero. What? Someone has made it clear up here. Now, stop that trainer for our Lord N. Alright, well, I'm gonna do a little montage for this one, since there's 4 trainers back to back. Everyone who isn't Team Plasma is an enemy. Use all your powers to take them out. No one can interfere with Universe New Dawn. Alright, well, we've beaten all of the grunts here, and I don't believe there's any more battles left, so we just need to go up. And the music has changed. It is ominous. And there's N. What do you think, Joey? How do you like the beautiful form of the Pokemon appears before and fights beside the hero that will lead the way to the new world? Now Reshiram and I will head to the Pokemon League and defeat the champion. This will be the last of the Pokemon battles that hurt Pokemon, so a world for Pokemon alone. It's finally going to be a reality. If you want to stop me, you must become a hero as well. That's right, when Reshiram's counterpart Zekrom recognizes you, we'll finally be even, and then you can try and stop us. Well, what will you do? My prediction, if the futures that I see is true, you will meet Zekrom. The Pokemon with you believe in you so strongly. Will you be the one who interferes with my formula for changing the world? If you want to protect the bonds between Pokemon and people, you must search for Zekrom. I'm sure it's waiting for you in the form of the Darkstone. Joey, did you see what flew off just now? How could this happen? Why? It was that guy N, right? Why was he with the legendary Pokemon? He couldn't really be the hero, could he? Also, did I hear him tell you to search the other legendary Pokemon? Calm down. First, we go back. It's more important to decide what to do next than analyze what just happened. Astounding. I never would have imagined legendary Dragon-type Pokemon would return now. That guy called N. Team Plasma's boss apparently reawakened the legendary Pokemon. He told Joey to look for the other legendary Pokemon, then flew away. Huh? There are 2 legendary Dragon-type Pokemon? Yes, there are. I don't know who's saying that. It's Alder! Why, if it isn't Alder? It's been a while. Have you been well? No time for chit-chat. That fearsome column of fire that shot from the tower. The Pokemon has the power to destroy the world. If it is on Team Plasma's side and Team Plasma tells everyone to release their Pokemon, no matter whether it comes from fear or admiration, the world can't help but change. It will become a world where we are separated from Pokemon. Right. Moreover, the boss of Team Plasma, N, who reawakened Reshiram, apparently said to look for the other Pokemon, Zekrom. If I remember the myth, Reshiram's fiery breath along with the other Pokemon devastated ancient Unova in an instant, even knowing that N is still wanting to awaken the other. Huh? Isn't it dangerous to bring back a Pokemon that powerful? Miss, you are a very kind person. Still, I don't know if other Pokemon will be able to stand up to it. Because no matter what, it is a legendary being. I don't like the idea of taking orders from N, but searching for the dragon, the stone, might not be a bad plan. We certainly can't let Team Plasma reawaken both of them. Since I've traveled all over Unova, I have an idea where it might be. Let's head to the Relic Castle. Joey, everyone, I'm going. I see. Well, I'll leave that to you. I'm going to investigate inside the tower. Hopefully I'll find something. Then I'll go with you. I think I understand better now. Being able to do something for Pokemon, for somebody at a time like this, is strength. I'm sure of it. And my strength is something that is given to me by Pokemon. Okay, champion, let's hurry. Joey, this has turned into a big deal. So confusing. I don't know what to do. Are you gonna go to the Relic Castle, Joey? Past Route 4 in the Desert Resort. I hear that's where the Relic Castle is. Which is exactly what we are going to do as the Repel's effect wears off. And so, I will see you all next time. Take care.